This is just AMZN for Wednesday, September 8th, 2021. So today was a really choppy day. We opened up pretty flat, had a really nice rally up, had a tumble back down, uh, almost put in the same low, slightly lower. Not a ton of volume selling off here, not really seeing the exhaustion kind of volume like we have later with the bullish move. That really was the end of the bullish move here midday. And then once again, kind of had a little bit of sell off into the 21, but not as much, obviously, as this one that continued on through it. So really choppy day, kind of zigzagging a little bit. There were ways to play it both bullish and bearish throughout the day. Really, mainly anytime that the RSI was getting overbought or oversold, um, right in here, maybe not, but looking at kind of the extremes of the RSI really helped kind of just set up your reversal. So when we were overbought way up here, it kind of peaked. This isn't quite the pattern I look for, and it's a little bit early in the day. We dipped down here. This kind of has some multiple peaks lower. Doesn't really quite fit what I'm looking for. This did a much better job where it did kind of a double top here and then almost did a retest and then did actually get a red line back up above the 65 mark. But this was not the place to go bearish. It was kind of running into a little bit of resistance earlier, but it just still had some momentum. So if anyone was trading this, you probably got stopped out right there along with me. I lost an R with a little bit of slippage today on that, looking for that reversal, looking for it to come back down right here. And then it did kind of play out again with either calling this a double top or maybe this whole thing as a double top, but it didn't quite do a retest. But that was on the, looking at the overbought side. The oversold side, you can kind of see that there was some of that happening. Let's see. No, I'm trying to think of it backwards. All right. So on the put, seeing the oversold was a good place to be buying down here. It put in a really nice double bottom. Didn't really get that retest, but had a really nice stair step here that did not continue lower, definitely reversed. And this was a great setup with the 3450 put. We're trying to make higher highs. It's at the end of this run, and it's putting in just this kind of a pattern where, this is, I don't want to say it should roll over, but I mean, we're almost up to 3550. And I was even saying yesterday, like, we shouldn't get above this price from yesterday's high. Here we are today taking it out. But still, it's not going to just run forever. It feels like it should roll back down some, or at least give you a chance to retest. Well, did that, and even doing like an entry at like 4 and getting out at 7. Oh, it didn't quite get to 7 there. I guess you would have had to hold that till a little bit later to get the 3-hour target, or just scalp it because you're kind of going counter trend after this much buying. So that's a way to play the reversal there, I guess. But otherwise, back on the call, the 3550 call, it did come down, take out the low from earlier in the day, did have some of these lower dips on the RSI, and these were kind of viable. Like, if you consider, and again, when it's perfect, it's great, but a lot of times it's not perfect. Here's a dip, and then like here's another dip, and then here's another. So like buying the third of these dips, that was actually viable, but again, you had to hold for a while. Actually, wait, no, let's see. If you bought on this dip, that would have been buying around, let's say 7, and then that would have worked, and it ran up to 10. So I guess, yeah, that actually would have worked really well, buying right here. So that was buying off the low. So you didn't have the oversold on the stock. You did have it on the call. You didn't quite have it on the put, at least not like I guess you kind of have these. I'm not really just seeing a clean picture. So definitely not clean today. Just like I said, really a choppy day. And was working on one of the charts. So you want to see the confluence between, the 5-minute Amazon, a call, and a put that have decent volume. That's usually what I'm looking at, and just didn't really see it setting up as much on the bullish side today. Saw it a little better on the bearish side, but it was just the wrong time to play a bearish. So we'll see if we continue on up tomorrow. I think we've got slightly lower highs and kind of relative lows. We'll see if we can get some compression in here and either keep on going, push up into this line. Again, this is all resistance zone, so it's fine that it's taking its time through here. We did miss the X marks the spot on the daily, so I'm really curious to see, will we get back into this purple line here, or will we not? We're so close, it feels like we should, right? Hope this helps. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.